Welcome to 7 Trumpets Prepper. In this video today, I'm here at the National Preppers and Survivalist Expo in Nashville, Tennessee. Now I'm going to take you inside and show you some great vendors, some great friends of mine, and then me and Kevin Obrien from Eastern Tennessee Preppers is going to talk and share a few tips about some bug out bags. So looking forward to it. So let's get inside and check it out. Okay guys, I want to introduce someone very special, someone I have a lot of respect for, and a very lovely lady in this room with BAGWELL.
Thank you so much.
I want to let her explain to you how that they found me for Doomsday Preppers, and also make sure to put some info at the bottom of the video there on the comments if you'd like to see us on Doomsday Preppers Season 3. Okay.
Well, I was looking at YouTube and I saw 7 Trumpets Prepper, and I looked at some of his videos, and I was so amazed by his preps and what he believed in, and yeah, he's a true prepper, and I thought he'd be great for the show, and he definitely was. So hopefully we'll come back for Season 3 and revisit some of his new projects that he's building. And we're actually now casting for Season 3, so if you're interested, please send me an email. I'd love to talk with you about it.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity to get the message out there. We've had a real positive response from that.
Thank you so
and we'd
much.
love the opportunity again.
Yes, definitely.
Thank you.
Thanks, Lucas.
Okay guys, look, the other day I was walking through the expo with this. I come by here and I didn't happen to notice this at first. This is an amazing product. It's just new on the market. I'm going to turn it over to Glenn Matter and let him tell you here in just a second. But one quick note on this. If you live near an ocean and you need to get clean drinking water, this can do it. Okay, not only that, if you live where contaminated water is, you can distill it and get it clean, okay? But I want him to show it to you because it's amazing. But we're going to do a product review on the YouTube channel, so make sure to check it out with the gear reviews as usual. But we'll turn it over to him now.
So this is the Survival still. It's made with 18 gauge heavy duty stainless steel. There's no moving parts, there's no welds, so it's built to last a lifetime, and we've actually got a lifetime warranty on it. So what we're doing is we're purifying water through the process of distillation as opposed to filtration, and FEMA and the Red Cross recommend distillation as a process for purifying water during an emergency. So you want me to go through the process? So what you're doing is you're using pots, 2 pots that you have at home already, and so what we're doing here is you take a pot and you add water to it that you want to purify, and it could be ocean water, it could be pond water, lake water, whatever you want to purify. And when you boil water, you're killing bacteria and viruses, and you're turning it into steam, and steam is pure water. The contaminants are left behind and the steam is pure water. So what we do is we put this on here, and the 2 pieces here work together, because what we're doing is we're separating out the pure steam from any splashes of contaminated water there. So if a splash comes up here, it doesn't have anywhere to go. So the splash goes back down, and there's holes here, and it drips back down into the lower pot again. The pure steam can come up, and the steam can go around twists and turns. So the steam comes up and comes through these holes, and then the pure steam condenses on the bottom. So this pot here is full of cooling water, and the steam condenses on the bottom of the top pot. It drips down, and then the distilled water flows through these channels and into the tube and into your glass. And so you can produce high purity water for a lifetime. I mean, 40 years later, this will still be producing the same excellent water as the first day. So you could theoretically, you could live on ocean water for the rest of your life with this system.
Awesome. And we're going to get you a lot of information about this product. Make sure to check the links below. We'll put all the info in there. And like I said, make sure to check it when we do a gear review too. So we'll move on down the line. So now, y'all know I'm all the time talking about farming, and you know, I live on a farm. All right, seeds. I went over this before. Do not buy hybrid seeds. They're garbage, okay? Now, this gentleman right here that I'm about to introduce, Mike NOCKS, check this guy's website out right there at whiteharvestseed.com, okay? They sell seeds that are not GMO. I'm going to turn it over to him now.
I appreciate this opportunity. We're just a simple family in the Ozarks of Missouri, and we started our company about 3 years ago. We wanted to give folks the best product that we could, and make them be successful. I tell folks all the time, I says, you know, I want you to be so successful that you don't have to buy seeds from me in the future. Learn how to save your seeds, that type of stuff. So that's our goal as a family, and like he said, we're all heirlooms, all non-hybrid, non-GMO, non-treated.
And if it doesn't say enough, I'm about to drop some coin myself, so I'll show you the stuff when I get back from the expo. I'll put the links in the bottom, just like the rest of the vendors, and we'll be moving on. All right, let me take a look. Yeah, y'all know I hammer it all the time from the Bible. You know, we need to do things as original as possible, and healing oils is something that's been around since the beginning of time. And I'm here right now with David Mays, and I want to turn it over to him and let him tell you some great things about some healing oils and their website. So I'm going to turn it over to him.
Hi, I'm David Mays. I'm with yprep.com, but we're also with boilsavvy.com. That's BOIL savvy.com. And we're with doTERRA oils, and what we're providing is an alternative to the modern system. And I believe we all know at this point in time that the modern system, the modern healthcare system, is bloated. It's not solving the problems necessarily, but really just treating the symptoms. And what the natural oils are doing is the same thing they've done for thousands of years. There's a reason that Christ, you know, that frankincense and myrrh were included with the gifts, because they were important. And that's what, you know, that's two of the products that we have. And rather than patenting something, like a single constituent from an oil, what they're doing is taking the entire oil. And therefore, because of having everything with you, then you're not having the side effects and the negative things that happen with a lot of the modern medicine that's out there. As an example, in a bug out bag situation where there's now the down society, let's say economic chaos has happened, you're away. I don't care how many bullets, I don't care how many firearms you've got, food storage, safe shelters, it doesn't matter. If you get sick, you've got to have a way to heal yourself, and you're not going to be able to run down to the emergency room and solve it. That's just the way it is. So what do you do in that event? As an example, I was out camping one day and sliced my thumb. It happens, okay? Well, what do you do if it's a bad cut? Well, normally you're going to go get stitches on it, right? And truth be known, you need to know how to do sutures. That's important, okay? But how do you kill the bacteria? How do you keep it a clean wound? The oils are a perfect option for that. Helichrysum has a very good clotting property to where it will help seal the wound. And so you use the helichrysum, do a good tape on it, or sutures if necessary, and it takes care of it. From a standpoint of antibacteria, oregano is a fantastic antibiotic, and your body's not going to become immune to it. So unlike the regular antibiotics, where you've got, you know, America in general is becoming immune to antibiotics. And as I said in the presentation, the pharmaceutical companies no longer are making new antibiotics to fight these new bugs that are coming out because there's no money in it. They're wanting the $400 pills. They're wanting the big money. And so we're able to solve a lot of those issues. Digestin is a product that's a blend that helps solve upset stomach. And I don't know about your region, but our region was hit hard with stomach bugs and the flu in general and stuff like that. And I don't know, this year was different than last even. So, but we were able to fight that off with Digestin and with On Guard and several other products. In fact, I've got a cancer patient. Well, it's not my patient. She is a cancer patient, I'll put it that way. And she came to me and she said, I want you to know that I haven't gotten sick this year. And she said, because I've been diffusing the On Guard at home, and I've been taking lemon and stuff like that. So she's got a regimen. But as a result, everybody around her at her office has been getting sick, and she stayed well. That's huge. So if someone that has already has a weakened immune system, which anyone that is going through cancer therapy does, they have a very poor immune system as a result of the modern medicine. This is helping her stay well in a very sick year. So that's the cool stuff.
I appreciate your time, and remember, folks, one day you might be asking yourself the question Jeremiah did in Scripture: is there no healing balm in Gilead? Well, there might not be no healing balm here, so get it now and check these people out. Let's check it on down the line.
Two preppers in the same room. That's a lot of people. How are you today? Anyway, I'll be interviewing tonight on Beginning and the End Radio Network or something like that, so if you want to hear about bad news, listen. Anyway, nice to meet you.
Hey, and make sure to check out Alan's site. song that was featured on Doomsday Preppers. Okay, we'll have the link to it right
Jokes
there.
on Me on Amazon.com, and you know, I'm a musician, that would keep me from having to get a job, so it means a lot to me.
And this man's a fellow Tennessean, so show some love, all right?
That's right.
Appreciate you, brother. Right. Now, this booth right here, I want you to take a little bit of time and get to know this man right here, Mr. Willis. Thank you, sir, for your time. This man right here helps supply quality gear to our troops to help save lives. I want to let him tell you about his stuff because I think it's awesome. I'm about to invest in some.
Special Operations Equipment. We're based out of Camden, Tennessee. We have a lifetime warranty on all our products. Everything's built for U.S. goods in the United States. We've been doing this 22 years, and we build gear for small special operation units. We run their product. We run extras as a byproduct. We sell that off to individuals, and we move all of our product through S.O.E tacticalgear.com, and we have a big presence on Facebook also. And we make anything from little pelter wraps that go on your hearing protection, chest rigs, active shooter bags, Cobra belts. We do a ton of different Cobra belts in different versions, all the way up to big warfighter chest type rigs, and medical backpacks and bags and stuff like that. That's us.
This man right here has been doing this for many years, okay? This ain't just some new guy on the block, so make sure to check him out. We'll check the links on the bottom of the video description. We'll get on down the line here. Okay, guys, I'm with somebody really special I'm going to talk to, fellow Tennessean, James YEAGER. There you go, brother. With Tactical Response, I want him to give you some 411. And listen, right before he starts, if you've not seen the video him and Patriot Nurse done, check it out. You know, she's down on the side links on the channel. Make sure to watch that video. It's awesome stuff. Good Patriot.
Thanks. What do you want me to talk about?
Let's talk about what's important when it comes to protection as preppers, because people think guns and glory, and if you saw my Doomsday Prepper episode, I'm all about helping our community and just kind of, I don't want to hurt nobody, but there's going to be marauders.
Right. I mean, that's the way it goes. Basically, any situation as far as like where your personal safety is concerned, whether or not it's a near drowning or a house fire or a gunfight, mindset, tactics, skill, and equipment. Mindset's the most important. It covers everything that we are mentally as a fighter: alertness, aggressiveness, coolness, decisiveness, ruthlessness, all the things that we are as a fighter. Next is tactics. And tactics basically just means doing the smart thing to give you an advantage. Doing things, and for instance, in a gunfight, that give you more opportunities to shoot than a bad guy. Next is skill. Skill means being able to use your defensive tools, whether it's a fire extinguisher or driving your car correctly under extreme circumstance or shooting a firearm. And finally, gear. Now, everybody wants to buy gear because it's easy. I got to buy this better pack or this better gun or whatever the case may be, instead of actually learning how to use those things through proper training. And while gear is absolutely important, you've got to have good gear, and you should buy it from quality folks. You have to know how to use the gear properly for it to ever do you any good. And I know you've seen this. People buy this piece of survival equipment and they've never used it. They've never taken it out of the wrapper. How do you know that thing works?
Yeah.
So it's kind of a blend. It's kind of a balance of all those things: mindset, tactics, skill, and gear that will help you in any emergency, whether we're talking about prepping for a disaster or a car wreck.
Absolutely. I appreciate your time.
All right.
Make sure to check these guys out because they do tactical training. They're here located in Tennessee. You want to tell them a little bit about the facility?
Basically, we're located about 70 miles west of Nashville in Camden, Tennessee. And if I had to boil down what we do to its finest point, I would say we teach good people to kill bad people. And when I use the word kill, people kind of freak out. But I'm talking about evil people. I'm talking about people that want to do bad things. And I'm talking about good citizens or cops or soldiers that want to be able to protect their family, their community, or their country. And that's what we do. We've been doing it since '96. We've trained over 20,000 people.
They're doing a service to our nation. So make sure to check them out.
And you're going to see him, because I've invited him to a class. You're going to see him there. He'll probably cover it on YouTube. But if you keep watching, and like 6 or 7 or 8 months or a year goes by and you haven't seen him, call him out on it, because he's been invited.
And we will be there. We'll keep our word. And make sure to check these guys out. The link's in the bottom of the video description, just like everyone else. Make sure to visit these people, all right? As a fellow Tennessean, show some love, all right?
Thanks, man.
So I'm here at Goal Zero. I want to show you some awesome stuff. I'm here with Chris. Thanks for your time. They're packing the Yeti today. You'll get to that in a second. I'll turn it over to you.
Okay, so yeah, I'll show you some of our products over here. Starting from this one is brand new. So this is called the Switch 8. So it's an 8 watt-hour lithium power pack. So you can charge it. You can charge from this end, and you can use power from the USB on this end. So super lightweight, compact. You can charge it up through a computer, or you could also use one of the solar panels. Fill it up about the same time as if you were to plug it into the wall. So just to show you the solar panel itself. So this is a 3.5 watt solar panel. This is our smallest solar panel. It has the built-in junction box on the back. So it has the USB output right here, so you can charge your device straight from it, or also fill up the power pack. So this kit right here retails for under $100 for this kit. This kit, next up, this is called our Guide 10 Adventure Kit. So it comes with our 7 watt Nomad 7 solar panel. Same situation where it has the built-in junction box on the back, where you would be able to charge your device straight from the built-in USB. It comes with the Guide 10 power pack. So this is a 10 watt-hour power pack. It also has the USB output right here. You can turn it on there. It also has a built-in LED light that could run for 100 hours. The benefit of this pack is it's versatile, where it's pulling energy from the batteries, which you could then also take out. So you can use these batteries. It also charges AAA batteries. So it's very versatile, very lightweight. It's something that anyone should just have, like in their car glove box or go bag, or anything to be able to charge a cell phone, GPS, any other personal handheld device. One step up from there, this is our Sherpa 50. So this is a brand new power pack. This holds 50 watt hours. So you would use this for running a laptop, or kind of more of a mid-range devices. It still runs all of the same smaller devices as well. It has the built-in USB. It also has a built-in LED light. And it has, one of the great features of this is you can switch back and forth between 12 volt to be able to run lights. So this is a 3 watt LED light, super energy efficient. You could run the bulb for 17,000 hours, and it's under about $40 just for the light itself. And then you can also switch over to the laptop port, and the laptop port is a straight with the cabling. It's a straight DC to DC connection, so there's no heat loss because you're not using your AC adapter for your laptop. And then, so beyond that, you can also use the included 110 watt or volt AC inverter. So you have the benefit in a power pack that weighs less than a couple pounds. You have AC, USB, and 2 different types of DC to pretty much run any smaller handheld device. So one step, or one larger step from that is our Yeti solar generator, which is down here on the ground. So if you want to come down here, I can show you that. So this is our solar generator. So it could run a full-size fridge for a couple days. It has pure sine wave AC on the AC sides, and each is controlled separately. And they have their own fuses. So here's the AC, the USB, and then the DC output. And you can see we're running some lights on the DC side. You can charge it up with the sun. So it comes with 2 solar panels in the kit. Or you can also charge it up just through the wall. It comes with an AC power adapter to be able to, you can just leave it plugged in indefinitely. So whenever the power goes out, it's fully charged and ready to go. So it holds 1,250 watt hours, so plenty of power. The output is 1,200 watts, continuous 1,500 watts max. So you can run anything from like a hair dryer to just charging your phones or charging multiple devices at once, while at the same time charging it with the sun. So like one last point on here, if you look at the readout, it shows you the watts incoming versus the watts outgoing. And these lights are so efficient, it's not even really registering right now. But chances are, if you have the solar panels connected to it, and you look at the readout, if you need more solar, you can just plug in more solar. All of our solar panels are chainable, so you can always add more if you need more to be able to maintain the full battery storage for when you need it at night. So that's us.
And one positive note I would make about the Yeti is that it is a pure sine wave as opposed to a modified sine wave inverter that obviously probably won't last long. So that's another positive. So check these guys out, put the links in the bottom, and move on down the line. I'm here with DLX deployed LOGIX, and I'm going to have Adam show you an awesome product right here. I think it's pretty cool. It's got Gatorade. That's going to be awesome anyway. Adam, first shake in.
All right, so this has a membrane on one side, and it has a sugar concentrate, like almost like a Gatorade mix in the middle. You can put this on any dirty water source. The water is attracted to the sugar inside, so it sucks it through the membrane, purifying the water and giving you a ½ liter of purified Gatorade with electrolytes in it. It's non-clogging, so you can put it in any mud, and it does all bacteria and viruses. That same technology we did have in a Camelback version, so you can use this as a normal Camelback in the front with just regular water, or if you get to a pinch, you can open up the center, scoop up the dirty water, you inject your drink mix in the side, and it starts pushing the water through, giving you a purified, hydrating drink. We also have one that does 5 gallons at a time using jerry cans, and we also have a reusable version too.
And I'll get all the info for this up on the channel. Right there you can check the links down on the bottom of the video. And I think this is great stuff, so make sure to check it out. We'll move on down the line. I'm here with Dennis McClung from Season 1 of Doomsday Preppers. He does a great website on aquaponics. It's something that I want to start doing. I mean, y'all see how I do my farming operation, but this is something I want to do that I think is a great thing that can help feed your community very rapidly. And if you've seen what his operation is that he's had on Season 1, it's awesome. Dennis, I'm going to turn it over to you and let you tell them a little bit about it.
Okay. Well, our method of growing food is a little different. We try to be as self-sufficient as we can, so we raise all the feed for our fish. Besides doing aquaponics, we don't have to buy commercial fish feed. And then all the pond plants we feed to our chickens. So that's complete nutrition, so we don't have to buy the chicken feed. This year we're hoping to raise all the food for our goats on our property. Now our property is really small, it's just a corner lot. So if we can do it where we are in the middle of the desert, it'd be much easier for other folks to do it in general.
Hey, and this gentleman spoke at the expo, and it was really good what he had to say. And make sure to check out his website and the links. We'll put them in the bottom of the video description with everyone else. And sir, it was a pleasure talking with you.
It's been a great talking to you.
Yes, sir.
Fantastic.
Yeah, had a good time. As I was cruising YouTube one day looking at the new BioLine stove, because they finally got it out there on the market, and it just so happened I ran across the power pod, and I learned something the other day that I want them to share with you about the thermo portion on it, because it beats the BioLine stove. But right now I want to turn it over to Caleb and Kenyon and let these guys tell you all about it.
So this is the power pod. It's a 5-watt thermoelectric generator. It's super easy to use. You simply add water to the pod. You stick it on a fire or a heating plate or your backpacking stove. Once it hits the flames, you simply take your regulator cord, plug it into the back of the power pod. This little light will turn green, meaning it's making power, and you can begin charging anything USB. Simply plug it in, and you got power. On-demand portable power, day, night, rain or shine, this thing will keep you charging.
And we'll be putting the product review up. I'll be testing it out, so you can check it out on our Prepper Gear review section, and we'll move on down the line. While we're here at the expo, I've been wanting a good survival straw, and I think this is an awesome product, so I want to turn it over.
Sir,
thank you for your time. And I want to let him show you a demo of the straw and explain to you all about it. So check it out right now.
Hey, my name is TRUMAN. I am from DiscountMylarBags.com. We recently started carrying the Life Straw water filter. It was voted best invention in 2005. It's rated to filter 1,000 liters or 264 gallons of water. It removes bacteria to log 6, which is 99.9999, and cysts to 99.9. And as a test demonstration, we have brought water from Old Hickory Lake. Now, just as to give you an indication of how bad this water is, my dog, Arnold, walked into Old Hickory Lake one time and walked out with a urinary tract infection. So, I'm so confident that I'm going to open my Old Hickory Lake water, and this is the Life Straw. It's got a cap on this end, and it's got a cap on this end, and you just stick it down into the water.
Here, put it around his back here. He's braver than me.
And once it's filled up the filter all the way through, it actually comes out very easily. But they say then you just blow the filter out when you're done. Let it air dry for 24 hours. And then you stick it back in your bug out bag. If you have any questions, you can give us a ring at admin@discountmilrbags.com or www.discountmilrbags.com. Thank you.
All right, guys, I'll put the links in the bottom of the video, like all the other vendors here at the expo. So let's move on. Okay, guys, now you know I hammer it with the food. I always have good, clean food, you know, that's kosher and doesn't have garbage in it. This lady right here, I want to turn it over to Terry and let her tell you about her great products and stuff. So I'll do that right now. Thanks for being here.
Okay, thank you, dear. All of our products are gluten-free emergency kits. All the products have no MSG, no soy. Everything that we do, it's not kosher, but it is all natural, so you don't have no preservatives. We can pull a 15-year shelf life off of our products. You don't have to worry about preservatives. The nice thing about our stuff is they're designed, the packages are designed for a family, so they make 12 to 15 cups of products.
And you can check out the links for them in the bottom of the video, just like the rest of the vendors. We'll scoot on. I'm here with Mr. Bill Rogers. Appreciate your time, sir. And I want to give him a second to talk to you about sat phones, because I'm all the time hammering it about, you know, when the cell phones is gone and all that, you know, ham radio, satellite communication is really all you have left to depend on. So I want to let him give you a few points about it.
I appreciate it. Satellite phones is really what we're trying to get into people's minds. Because you're right, there's two choices. There's ham radios and satellite phones. The biggest differential that we're looking at is the satellite phone, like ham radios, don't take an infrastructure. So if you go dark in your area, you still got communication out. With the satellite phone, it's an open communication. You're not limited to another user who has a like equipment. We can contact any phone, cellular, public telephone, landline, it doesn't matter. As long as they have a connection, you can reach out and touch family, friends, emergency response groups, whatever you need to get in contact with. There's several different varieties. There's budgetary plans to meet just about anybody's planning needs. And that's all we're trying to do, is just get out and say, you've got prepared, you've got what you need at home, but you also need to know what's going on.
Absolutely. And make sure that you take an opportunity and get these things done now, because there's no trying to communicate later when you don't have the equipment. You know, I recently got my ham radio operator's license, but I still haven't purchased my radio, so, you know, these things need to be done now. So we'll move on down the line, and you can check out the links for their equipment and everything in the bottom of the video description. With Jim Hayes, and I'm going to turn it over to him and let him tell you some stuff about his products and share some information with you.
Hi, my name is Jim Hayes. We're a 60-year-old company since 1953, located in Kansas City, plastic molding company. And what we have to bring to the table are mostly closures that can be sealed, and containers for hydration like water. All military items we produced since 1977 for our government. Ways, oil bombers, recon kits. We're looking at putting a fishing hook lure system in this one for the nature survival person. This type of closure here is a good vacuum fit, set up snap. Great for whatever you want to use it for. We're saying maybe matches, new cups, or camping cups, or smaller packing in the backpack. The big one for us is the sport box with a seal, deep, call it the Fat 50, 50 caliber box was built for. High impact rust, metal, so the sound is very low-fi. You have like a metal animal camp. We have the newest items. We have our camp trays now for eating at the campsite, wherever. And so these are new items for us this year. This past year, this was new item last year. Every 6 months we try to come out with new items. The array of camp items that we have, like the camp tray, we have different colors, different sets of cups and holes, even to one of the spatulas new for us this year. That's what we have to offer, and we're going to bring more to the table, like I said, closures for the upcoming 6 months and 12 months to develop new products for everybody to utilize. Thank you for your time.
Alright guys, I'll put the links in the bottom for their information, and we'll move on down the line. Turn it over to Bill and let him show you some stuff about solar power. I think it's really awesome. We'll share it with you, so I'll turn it over to you right now.
Thank you. My name is Bill Harrison. The company is Hardened Power Systems. We're in Pulaski, Tennessee. We design and build and sell our gear. Primarily alternative power stuff, but the emphasis is on turnkey, complete, very simple to use stuff that's very small scale. This is an example. This is our juice box, and in this case it's pulled open to be able to see it, but it's built into a U.S. Army ammo can, so when that can is closed up, the unit's crush-proof basically, but it's certainly waterproof, dust-proof, very secure. The system uses a battery bank to supply power, an automatic charger to pull power from an AC outlet, like just plug it into the wall, it's automatic, it'll charge itself up. It's got a folding solar panel that's built in to the case, so it's always there in case you need it. The system will actually handle a lot more than this. This is a 10-watt panel, but you can plug a 60-watt panel into it. It's got a 400-watt inverter, automatic solar controller, 12-volt power points, USB, a circuit breaker so you don't get caught wishing you had spare fuses if something goes wrong, Anderson power points, ham radio guys, the emergency response units use those. The whole chassis is built out of half-inch thick, high-density polyethylene. It's very durable, very sturdy. That's probably a good middle-of-the-road example of what we do. You're not going to run your fridge or your blow dryer, but you're definitely going to be able to keep cell phones charged, keep laptops charged, run some lights, run some fans. We definitely have folks that have jump-started cars with them, jump-started boats. Our gear tends to see a lot of abuse, and that's okay. That's kind of what we try to build for. We've got units like the Tough Pups, which are mechanically similar to the juice box. It's the same components, the same capacity, kind of a sexier case. It's a couple $100 more. These units are $885 with the solar panel. These units are $620 with the solar panel. In most cases, we can fill orders within a week. It depends on how business is, and it's good. And we're trying to keep units in stock, but happily, in 9 months, I think there was 10 days where we actually had a unit on the shelf that was waiting to sell. We've got units like this Revolt, which is waterproof, crush-proof. It's basically indestructible. 5 amp hours, roughly the equivalent of a laptop battery. A lot of juice. Units like this. This is our Joel, and it's basically a scaled-down juice box. Believe it or not, there's an inverter, solar controller, DC to DC converter, LED voltmeter, room light, standard 12-volt power point. Pull out a plug it in the wall. This is one that my wife gets because she can one-hand it around the house. But our website is portableuniversalpower.com. Again, my name is Bill Harrison. I appreciate you watching, and I appreciate the opportunity.
Absolutely. You can check the links below in the video description. And me personally, I like the multicam. So we'll move on, guys.
So
So I'm here at the National Preppers Expo with a fellow Tennessean and someone I have immense respect for, Mr. David Sardi.
How you doing there, Mr. Expo? That's a sign, Mr. Expo.
Make sure to check out his channel at DSardi1. I'll put the link right there.
Well, what do you think is going to happen between the 20th and the 25th?
I don't know.
I think things are ripe for something to happen.
We got a lot of things.
That's two of us saying, I'm not saying something is going to happen. I'm saying things are ripe for something to happen during those dates.
I got a nasty gut feeling. I usually don't get those unless something go down.
Yeah, well, the doctor tried to give me psychotropic drugs when I told him about it. But needless to say, I threw them away. I mean, our doctor's always trying to give me antidepressants. I said, what do I need these for? It's for your depression. I said, I'm not depressed. I know exactly what's wrong. Fix the world, and then I won't be depressed. Make me president for a little while. 3 days. 3 days. If I could be dictator for about 3 days. Well, I mean, I figure 3 days I could fire about half the government.
Here at the most special booth to me in the whole expo, that's my good friend Kevin Obrien. Thank you. And if you've seen us together on Doomsday Preppers Season 2, we're here supporting Eastern Tennessee Preppers. When I found out Kevin was going to come to this event, I was really excited because I'd been planning to come for a while, but when I found out they were going to put a booth for ETP, I said I'm going to come out and definitely send some support. So I want Kevin to tell you something about Eastern Tennessee Preppers. I'm proud to be a member of it. Let him fill you in here.
Well, hello everybody. Eastern Tennessee Preppers was started a little over a year ago because there really wasn't a meetup group for us to kind of get together and learn and teach each other and kind of build community around us. So we started it, and our mission is to network, to raise awareness, and to teach and educate. And we're having meetups now over Chattanooga. We're about to get up and running hopefully real soon. And we have meetups in Knoxville, Tri-Cities, as well as the Morristown area. So it's been growing by leaps and bounds, and we've had a lot of great educational content and speakers come through, and we're always looking to add more great speakers. And we try to teach and educate at all the meetups we have, as you know. You're quite a few of them. So we're just trying to really raise awareness amongst the community and be a venue for preppers to really get together and kind of hang out and swap ideas and trade information. So, and it's been a great bit of fun since we've been doing it. Having a great time. Met a lot of great people. Made a lot of great friends doing it. So it's good stuff.
And make sure to check them out on meetup.com, and they're under Eastern Tennessee Preppers. I put the links in the bottom. There's a link to Eastern Tennessee Preppers YouTube channel because there's a lot of content going to be uploaded soon on that. We got some stuff from the expo that's going to be on there too, so make sure to check that out. And make sure to check out Sunshine Prepper because Amy O'Brien is also going to have some content on there from the expo too. So let's move on down the line.
Is that making us a grand finale? Yeah, exactly.
We got it on the front of the table.
Oh, we do. We have the flare. We got fireworks.
That'll work.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for being here. And we're going to be talking about bug out bags. We're going to be talking about bug out bags for the next little while. And we're just going to kind of quickly go through everything we have in our bags. There's really no right way. There's a bunch of different kind of bug out bags. You can get home bags, bug out bags. Some people pack them just geared towards medical and carry two. And then mine's more geared for a get home bag. If I'm out and about or at work, kind of to get me back to the house, back to the family. So that's how I kind of more or less have mine geared up. So we're just going to kind of go through and show you some of what we have, and then hopefully you can have some takeaways from it, and learn a couple of really good ideas with it. So, and mine's not really packed in any kind of specific order, but, with winter and the cold weather here, I've got an extra hat, I've got the two-piece raincoat, and this is kind of good because with a little bit of electrical tape, if you've got any kind of, chemical issues or concerns to worry about, you can kind of tape that off, because somewhere down in here I've got my gas mask and kind of try to prepare for all contingencies. But so I have that, and then actually Lucas has got a Army issue.
Yeah, that's a military issue chemical. So you can get get those surplus off of you can get a chemical suit surplus off of eBay. That's a really good place to get it where the government's cycling them out. IOSAT tablets, you need those if you're wanting to saturate your thyroid so that you don't get nuclear or biological from in case something like that happened. We live near Oak Ridge, so there's a real possibility something like that could happen. And if an earthquake happened and I have to walk home or use my boat that I have as an option too in case the bridges go down and a hand pump, I've got a couple backups there, but definitely want to have that and to go complement the gas mask because it won't do no much good if you don't have both of them to go together. Okay, so let's see what else do I have in here. I've got a little bitty first aid kit. I've packed in here, packed it with my daughter, so she's got her name all over it, but there's Band-Aids and bandages and antibiotic salves and things like that in there, so it's nice and safe. We've got some dehydrated pineapple chunks in here, some food, big old thing of rope, washcloths. I have kind of like a camo tarp cover, could use it as a dual-purpose blanket. Insoles, got these at Walmart for like 88 cents, and if you're resorting to your bug out bag, your get home bag, good chances are you are or will be on foot, so you might want to be as comfortable as possible, so I have these just in case. Drop them in the shoes and go. Let's see here. Ammo. Extra t-shirts. Let's see, what else do we have? We've got a flashlight with a built-in laser pointer in case you need to stop and do a demonstration and point at the laser pointer. Water purification tablets, another cheapie at Walmart. Always a good option to have. Hand soap. That's my little emergency water filter system. It's a straw. It's good for about 20 gallons. Just put it in, you know, whatever you're drinking, and then it'll filter out all the impurities and all the nasties that are in there. We've got some of the hand warmers, hot hands, always a good thing to have, especially on the colder days. A couple extra lighters. Let's see here. This is kind of my food compartment. There's my knife. Got a good deal on some smoked baby clams, so I carry these in here. Good to have protein and nice seafood dinner on the way home. Bottled water or two. Canned Vienna sausages again. Let's see what else we got in here. Granola bar for breakfast. Bottle of rice. More granola bars. So I try to have enough for a couple days worth of food, more clams, more barbecue Vienna sausages, have a little variety. Spice. Yeah, a little spice. Yeah. Can of bumblebee tuna. I'm on a seafood kick, I guess, on this course. And that's pretty much, I think, about it by and large. And you can actually gear them towards the season too. Like in the summer months, I'll probably swap out some of these items. It's good to look at them every 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, something like that. You might want to swap some of the food stuffs out and kind of revisit it, see if there's something obvious you're missing. I had electrical tape that's gone in there. I'd probably rated it for, because I knew it was in there. And now it's not because I rated it and probably didn't put it back. But so it's always good to look for stuff like that. So, and I'll turn it over to you and share the rest of what you have. All right, real quickly, make sure to check out Eastern Tennessee Preppers when you get done, and also check out the business cards for my YouTube channel, 7 Trumpets Prepper. We're also doing a gear bag giveaway right now on there, so you might want to check that out. It's an opportunity to get free $200 worth of gear, and we've done the work for you. All right. The number one thing that you need is a map, okay? And make sure to get a regional map that has the radiuses around it so that you know an idea of how far you are away from, say you get lost or something happens, a disaster, and you have to walk home, you definitely want an idea of where you're at and some different options, 3 or 4 options of roads that you can take to get home, okay? Communication. If you saw us on Doomsday Preppers, they really threw me under the bus on communication. I believe in talking to people and giving them a handshake and spending time with them. All the people I'm worried about bugging out to me is going to be there with me. But if you're trying to get home, though, you might want to communicate with each other. Cell phones really won't be that worth that much later. You might want to get you a ham radio or get your ham radio license. That's something to invest in. Duct tape, binoculars, make sure to see a disaster from a ways off. If you already had something bad happen and you're trying to get home, the last thing you want to do is run up on something else bad. That wouldn't work out too well. I always encourage you to carry your antibiotics for your fish with you. You never know when you might need them. For your fish, of course, because I don't think, I'm not a doctor and I can't encourage you to buy fish amoxicillin, but it's interesting they're made on the same thing and put into the same bottle for the humans. You can purchase them on eBay. Amoxicillin, Cipro, what is this one I take? Ciprofloxacin. Yeah, that's the only one I can take. Put a fishing kit in there. This is something we're giving away in that gear giveaway bag. I apologize. It's got a lot of stuff in it for duct tape, a whistle, a BB bag. Whenever the dollar bill isn't worth anything anymore, you might want to barter with people for a ride home. Minted copper is something that is deeply on the rise. It's going to be the new silver, okay? I'm not saying that. It already is starting to. If you look at the market, it's really starting to grow. Here's another option. This is coinage that they minted, so there's lots of options, and it's trading well on the market. So if you get silver, you can use that for water purification, of course, and other things, and also barter with it. Like Kevin, I've got a long walk home, and I always wear boots, so I want something that will pad the way. Keep bottled water in your vehicle, okay? Because here's the thing. Most people will fill up their Camelback, and they'll leave it for a long time, and guess what happens? Bacteria and stuff gets in there. What I do is carry bottled water enough that if the fellow guys that I work with at work and something bad happens, I got enough water for all of us for about 3 days, and then I can fill up mine and begin the journey home. And I also leave the tip on it, the plastic's still on it from brand new, so I'm not worried about it. It's for when the time comes. MREs, I'd encourage you to get MREs because I mean they're really easy on the go, and this will last in my bug out bag for months before I need to replace it. Water filtration, it's the most important thing you need under air, so this right here has a bulb in it that filters it down to 2 microns. Like Kevin, I also have a survival straw. That gentleman right back there that has the live straws, that right there, if you need to find him, he's right there. That's the best straw to buy on the market. Okay, steel wool for starting a fire, a lighter, and a striker. Always have backups for your backups, okay, because I plan on losing a few things along the way. Everybody's bug out bag is different. Me and Kevin is a rarity because we are getting home. I want to get home to my community because we're both CERT trained, and the first thing I want to do is start helping save lives because I don't like to see anybody die.
Yeah, that CERT bag's a whole other bag.
Yeah, that CERT bag's a whole other bag. But I'm going to turn it over to Kevin. I want him to tell you something about Eastern Tennessee Preppers and what we do for our community. Thank you.
Yeah, something we started in our community when we moved up from Florida in season 1. It kind of left off. We're cruising out up to Eastern Tennessee. There were some meetup groups in Florida, where like-minded people can get together and trade knowledge and kind of network together. And there was really nothing like that up here in Tennessee at all. So I started Eastern Tennessee Preppers, and we're up to closing in on 800 members now. We have meetups in various cities around Eastern Tennessee fairly regularly, and we're really just kind of networking and some kind of a support group for each other. A lot of us are significant others might not be behind us, or you're prepping alone, or it's just your family. You moved here like we did, and we figured if we have to make friends all over again, we might as well they be preppers, and that way we don't have to feed them when the time comes. That's kind of why we started it, and we're really kind of people fall on both sides of the coin with operational security, and do you want to kind of be out in the spotlight versus getting your community and your neighbors and everyone involved. And I think community is really a huge part, and one of the reasons why we we have like ham radio training classes, and as certain classes become available, we try to get our members to go to them. because it's really the more prepared your community is ultimately the more prepared you are. And everyone's kind of could be in a better shape to help everyone else out. So that's kind of what we started Eastern Tennessee Preppers for, because there was really nothing up around here like that. So you know, if you're on our neck of the woods, or even in Tennessee or whatever, we have people from 1 or 2 members from England, LA. You know, a lot of people are looking to relocate to the area, so they'll join and they'll come by meetups as we have them to kind of network and visit and get to know people. So. You know, and it's something you can kind of take back to your communities and do too. You know, American Preppers Network, we're affiliated with them, and they're a great online forum, and they're starting meetup groups all over the country. So you can kind of, if you're not a member with them already, you can get with them and really join up. And if you're interested, you can start a meetup group in your own area, and kind of you know, get your neighbors and family and friends involved, and your local community, kind of get it going that way. So. We're on. We just started our own YouTube channel too, and we're going to start filming as we have our meetups. We try to provide content, and teach, and educate, and have some of our members who are experts on certain areas like hydroponics or solar power, whatever, kind of come up and teach. So we're going to start filming that stuff and throwing it up on our YouTube channel as well. And just kind of so we can kind of expand the knowledge base and, you know, kind of help members outside of the Eastern Tennessee area also as well. So. We'll look for that as well in the near future. So, anything else you want to add?
One other note to make is the most important people around you, believe it or not, are your neighbors. Because if you can start educating them now and reaching out to them, those people might potentially save your life later. Okay, and that's something people don't really stress. That's something I'm glad that Kevin's on the same page. We really want to see community, and appreciate Doomsday Preppers giving us opportunity to kind of show that we're trying to reach out and network community. I guess at this point I'd ask if anybody's got questions. Yeah.
How much is this? How much would this be? Copper, corn?
Right now, current market value, you can probably run that for $2 to $3. That bar right there is worth $15. Yes. Yes, ma'am.
With your bug out bags, you keep them in your car, and heat them from the trunk or inside the car, they get so hot. How do you compensate for that?
When it comes to food, make sure to cycle it. When it comes to water, same thing, rotate it often. The rest of the gear, I've tried to be very selective, especially like the antibiotics and things like that, to put things in there that the heat really isn't an issue. But for people that live in an extremely hot climate, I would definitely rotate it even quicker. For me, living in Tennessee, how many people here is from Tennessee? Alright, most of us live where it's pretty temperate climate, except for the summertime it gets pretty hot. So I'd leave my food and water in my vehicle for 6 months, and I say that and I literally drink in front of it. But I wouldn't leave it for more than that. You know, make sure state bars, the granola-like bars and things like that, that could be something you can put in there and never look at it again. You know, the stuff that they put on boats in the ocean. Yeah, rice. Let's go. Now we got about 15 minutes. How many of y'all saw us on Doomsday Preppers? Did you like it? Okay. Well, we're glad we didn't look like a bunch of nuts. That's good. Okay. Yeah.
How much do these cost?
MREs run anywhere between $2 to $3, depending where you get them. I got mine from BePrepared.com. They average about $2.80 an MRE, depending on what you get.
Do you have to cook these up or you just eat them?
My friends that are hardcore Marines have tore the packet open and just eat it, but being that I probably never went that far with it, I'd probably try to warm it in a warmer on the way.
Yeah, and there's a company that makes them commercially now, and actually have, actually they're even here. I can't remember their name right now, but actually they
right back there, that TN supply company.
Yeah, they'll actually heat up in the in the package.
You don't need an oven.
Yeah. It's a chemical reaction, and the meals heat. You know, you just come back 5 minutes later, and they're hot.
Yeah, they're just about $5 or $6. Yeah, they're good. I've tried it. Yeah. It really does work. It heats them up.
Absolutely. So, and those are a good option too. And you know, that's a good question about the heat stuff.
know, I heard like you can keep one of those emergency candles in your car and keep you alive overnight in a in a freezing environment if you're stuck in your car. But you know, it has to make it through the summer first. You know, so I mean that's why you kind of need to go back every so many months and kind of look at your stuff and check it over.
Okay guys, so that's everything. I hope you enjoyed this expo with me. I had a really good time. Met a lot of great people. It was a real blessing to me. So until we see you here again at 7 Trumpets Prepper Channel, have a most blessed day, and Yahushua.